aggression, and we've seen countless Hellions destroyed in that match.
Right.
But here we are on our first map, same as the last first map we had. It is Ohana.
And spawning in the bottom right corner is our pink Terran. Once again, it is Hotshot. And a nice shout out to ESC. Thank you, Hotshot. Good luck to you.
I'm gonna go shake that man's hand. And his opponent in the top left-hand corner, our blue Zerg, it is EZPerKuLaToR. Percolating his way to victory. Actually, the top of the hatch looks like it's percolating. With all the steam coming out. Look at that, bro.
Oh my goodness, look at those graphics.
Yeah. So just a little shout out to GameHeART, another one of the people making this happen. This is the UI that you guys are seeing. If you didn't watch our first show match, you are going to be seeing the games through the eyes of this UI, which is super killer. You guys will be able to see the upgrades of the players.
Who is Hotshot? Why does he know us? We love you too, Hotshot.
How does he know us?
We're gonna
is
have
somebody smurfing under someone else's account?
We have to go shake that man's hand after it. But yes, about this UI, and enough about, talking about how people love us.
No, let's talk about us. I think that's what people tuned in for, right? Oh, you're gonna sing.
No, I wasn't.
Forget it. Don't talk about us. So we do have this is, I mean, pretty typical openings by both our players. Everyone's just trying to drone up. This is something I heard in Heart of the Swarm, which we will be giving out some keys later for, guys. But in Heart of the Swarm, something that they've been trying to do is changing the first few minutes of the game. They want it to be more action early on. Did you hear about the most recent patches? Reaper's gonna have more health.
Yep.
Burrow's gonna be at Hatch Tech.
Yep.
What happened to Protoss? I forget.
We don't get anything.
No,
Hallucination doesn't need to be released.
No, Void Ray. Oh, this isn't about the early game, but
Yeah.
Void Ray has a timer on their charge up so that you know when it's going to cut down, so that you can micro.
That's
back
pretty
in.
good to have.
Yes.
But the early hallucination for Protoss is going to be really useful.
I didn't even hear
You don't
about
have to. You don't have to research it anymore.
Yeah, that's really sick because it's underutilized for sure. And you can make Idra leave your game
I know.
if you just
If you ever come across Idra when you're playing ladder, in your gold ladder league.
That's gonna be super annoying. You know how many people are gonna play against Protoss and see like double the army and be like, "What the heck?
How is this possible?
Why is this keep at?" It's gonna be super annoying.
Okay, so looking here in the base of Hotshot, enough about Protoss. We just love Protoss too much.
Oh, Protoss, Brotoss, man.
Protoss.
The #1 race. Protoss #1 race.
So it looks like Hotshot, both players are actually going for some early expo builds here. PerKuLaToR's base is almost up, and Hotshot did make his command center right in the front, so making that extra strong wall off, so nothing's going to be getting through that command center at the front there.
And that spawning pool does now come out for PerKuLaToR. He isn't going to be going for any he does get a couple lings. This will just be for scouting, just to make sure his opponent, what is he doing? Is he going for economy? Is he going all in on one base? But also getting his 2 queens out as quickly as possible. As soon as that spawning pool comes down, so crucial. Get those injects, get that larva out, get your economy boosted.
Exactly. The early queen's so helpful for the Zerg. I mean, get those, as I said, the larva, but also for the defense that you need,
Definitely.
right? The extra range, any sort of early aggression can be just shut down by those queens in a couple of links. Bunker coming up for the Terran player here up at the front of his ramp, and while the Zerglings are going to be moving through, they're probably going to get a scout off. Nothing's going to cop out
Did they
just
see
yet.
each other? I wonder if they were just, see each other's units. So both players are going out for a little bit of a scout. This bunker is placed right at the bottom of the ramp. This is a really good position because it will defend against the units come in. It will also defend that small choke towards his main should some aliens decide to come in. Oh, and the Ling is going to come in and block the CC even for a couple seconds, and it's actually kind of effective. It did take a couple seconds off that. The Ling still survives.
Still flying.
Ultimately, no! I thought he was totally going to juke his way out of that.
This isn't Dota. This isn't Dota, Jovian.
The double extractors are coming out a little bit earlier. Usually these are around the six and a half mark, so these are a little bit earlier, but PerKuLaToR feels totally comfortable seeing that CC go down, seeing the bunker is in place, seeing that there's only a few Marines out there, feels comfortable getting the extractors, comfortable to tech up as quickly as he can.
We have a SCV patrolling as we were just looking over there, right around the
as the possible thirds.
What do you think this guy could be doing?
He is totally just waiting it out. Like, are you going to expand? Are you going to expand? He's probably played against so many Zergs that explained like cancer across the map.
Yeah, exactly.
They can, with their 300 hatches, put it everywhere. These 2 queens are going to make this SCV have a bad day. He is trying to dance, but ultimately gets taken down. Good stutter step by PerKuLaToR. Should have been a Marine, but instead decides to play Zerg.
That SCV was like going to a bar and he was going to try and hit on those 2 queens. But they just took him out.
That's terrible.
That's what happens.
Are you the SCV, bro? Is that just a story of your life?
I went to the bar once and there was these 2 girls there.
Yo, I really want to talk to that hat.
And they shot needles at me and
No,
I
stop it.
died. But double evil chamber going up at the front, so just making that wall off, also getting the double upgrades as well. You know, and there comes the metabolic boost. Look at that.
This
UI.
is a feature of this UI, so now you guys will be able to see the upcoming upgrades just by looking at the building. So you do see the metabolic boost being built or being upgraded out of that spawning pool. I'm really excited about this UI. I hope it becomes mainstream. I hope Blizzard takes note and contacts this man, gives him a job, cuts him a check for $1 million. Lives out in the south somewhere
with his wife and kids in Madrid.
Oh, that'd be sick.
With
dude.
wine and cake.
Just in case you're watching, GameHeart, dude, just take me with you. I'd like to come with you.
I can fit in suitcases.
That's true. You are Asian. So we do see a couple Hellions for map control by Hotshot, and he definitely doesn't want Percolator to take that.
He doesn't want to know. He's gonna sit there, and any kind of drone that's gonna come over is gonna put. And look at he's even
blocking the third. So he wants this to be 2 base versus 2 base, and he is taking every precaution. This isn't a huge investment. He can always recycle this bunker later on, or he can just leave it unbuilt and cancel it at a later time as well. So the options are available to him. Does put even a supply. This is unique. I haven't actually seen this before. A supply
depot wall. Well,
supply depot wall around the bunker to prevent the surround from the link.
Exactly. It provides that, and also if you do have some, he lets the engineering bay actually finish. But as I was just talking about. For the supply depots, you know, even Bailings explode over there. It's going to take even more Bailings to attack. And here come all the legs. There's like,
Did you see him try to repair too for a couple seconds? So this will ultimately go down. Not sure if that was really worth the expenditure, but he didn't even have a drone up there to build, so it's not like he was ready to build. Now the Banshee is coming out, and also look at the Raven coming out. So not sure if he's going to be using that just to have something to take out tumors around the map. It looks like Hotshot is playing more of a, and this Banshee will be spotted. Not sure if the Queens do notice it. They are starting to spit their spines. They are taking down the Banshee. One-on-one, that Banshee would win, but with the 2 Queens, it looks like it's not to be.
And look at that, Overseer already in production, knows Banshee, but the Banshee doesn't have a cloak yet. But you know,
nice to actually force him to spend that mineral and gas.
Exactly.
Right?
So right now, the creep spread is actually pretty good for Percolator over here, almost reaching halfway across the map. Lings are in position here, so has a lot of the view of the map, and upcoming over there is an infestation pit.
So upgrading to infestation, transitioning into infestation, I should say. Looks like he's going to be getting his third while he's running after these Hellions. The Lings are fast enough. The Hellions are desperately trying to run away.
Oh my goodness!
There's so many Lings. A bunch of SCVs are pulled to block, and the block is good. They actually prevent the Lings from actually getting up that small choke, and the bunker might be able to make short enough work of these Lings, but probably some heavy damage to the economy of Hotshot is going to be going down. Actually, no workers killed.
There are a lot of workers killed.
Oh, sorry, I was actually reading it backwards for some reason.
17 workers that just died in that fight, and the Lings aren't all even dead yet. The bunker is, doesn't have that much surface area for the Lings to attack, but they did take it down. All the Marines are going to die over there. Now this natural is under siege. Only 1 Banshee to defend.
And Percolator smells blood in the water. He's like, oh, I'm just going to end it right now. Puts 24 Lings in production. We have seen Percolator play in the past. He is a strong opponent.
Very
aggressive. Hotshot now feels the ire of these Lings.
These pro shots, that'd be even funnier.
Ire is a word, dude.
But I'm
so
just
now
saying,
a bunch of Marines are coming out trying to push out these Lings, but he has no idea what Starship Trooper event is about to happen at his front ramp. He's desperately trying to get that stim up, trying to get his upgrades up. We do see that Percolator is already on 1-1, as you can see in the top left of the map, and we only have level 1 weapons only now in production for Hotshot. So not only is he behind in economy now, behind in bases, he is also behind in upgrades and units.
And there come the slimy infestors, burrowing and moving away through the map. More Lings going to be coming out. Still no block here. A lot of Marines going to get surrounded by the Lings, but they're going to force themselves into that little corner there. Nice use of their surface area. The Lings will be taken out, though.
He does block the choke. He did need to stutter step as much as he possibly could. Luckily, he does have the Raven, so if that infestor hit squad does try to come in, they will be spotted, so very good pickup. And now the Banshee is already starting to take him out. Percolator does notice it. One infestor does die. Another infestor is almost dead. The Bungles are good to take out the Banshee, and now the Raven is in trouble. A couple Marines get picked up. 2 infestors survive with no mana left, though, so they aren't going to be able to do too much more.
We can look at the supply difference, though. It's almost a 40 supply lead. Infestors have no energy, but they're going to move up 2 infestors here, and that will change the tide of battle there. Link's doing a great job on these Marines, and now with this Sea Chank under attack, what he's going to do? Pulling the SCVs again. They're just going to stand there, though, going back to mine. But this is
once again 22 Lings in production. So
even dancing the
Percolator. Oh man, Percolator loves to just pour on this aggression, streaming into the base of Hotshot. He is not able to really stem the tide of this Ling attack, and Hotshot has to do the